Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with my Throwback 30 project pan and this is update 2. I have met goals on a couple of things, so I'm going to go ahead and show you those things first and then I'll get on with the rest of the products. Both things that I had finished up, the project pan is like a continuing, so you have to roll in another item, but for the sake of like how many products that I have, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to call them done for this project pan. But the first one is from the Rolling Perfume Roulette, and this was the Paris Hilton, and I was right there and now I'm finished. The next one that I finished up was from the Turn and Burn project pan, and this I chose the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer, and that right there is completely done. So those are the two items that I have finished up, and now I'm going to go back in order to show you everything else. The first thing is 12 Days of Christmas, and I'm not going to explain like why I chose this and what you needed to include in certain project pans. If you want to, I will leave my video down below showing the introduction in my first update so you can see why I chose everything that I chose. But for sake, of keeping this video shorter than last month's, I'm just not gonna tell you why I chose each product. So for the 12 Days of Christmas, I chose the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. That's what it looks like. I honestly haven't been using this very much, if at all. And let me see if I have any progress on that. No, I do not. And I'll show you. It's right here. This one was intro, and this was the first update, and there's no second update because there's no progress made on that. Next is the 50 Shades of Panning, and for that I chose the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. I should call this done. Oops. I should call this done next month, but I don't know. We'll see. It's getting drier, I can tell, but I've actually had this thing open for like 4 or 5 months, so it technically should be called done now, but I'm gonna give it another month and see how much more I can use of this. This one right here, this one's from the 7 Deadly Sins, and I chose the Tarte Flashy Lip Surgence Lip Cream, but I'm gonna have to take this out of the project pan because my fiance actually washed this in the washing machine. It was in my jeans and he didn't check the jeans, so it was washed. And I don't know, I just don't want to trust it. It looks okay. It's like a little bit mangled, but for the sake of, that fact that it was in laundry detergent, I'm not gonna use it. So I'm taking that out of the project pan, and what I'm gonna be adding in, I do not have anything else in my collection for the 7 Deadly Sins, so I'm going to go ahead and cheat just a little bit and add in, let me cover this up, this right here. This right here is an eyeshadow called Sin, and this is from the Ammo palette, so I'm just going to go ahead and use that, and I want to use up all of that eyeshadow right there. So I'm going to be rolling that in and taking out the Tarte Lip Surgence. On to hashtag Let's Get Naked. I chose the Naked 3. You had to choose a naked palette, and I chose the Naked 3. And in here I chose Strange, and it's right here. I hit pan on it this month. I don't know if you can tell right here, but I actually want to use up the whole entire shade, so this is not out of the project. I want to use all of that. Hey guys, I am coming back on for just a second. I'm going to be changing up just a few things because I am starting a new project panning series, and I will be showing you that later on in the next couple of weeks. But because I started that, I decided that the eyeshadows that are in my Throwback 30 project pan, I am not going to completely use them up. I only want to hit pan on that. So for the reason with the Urban Decay Naked 3, where I've already hit pan in this one, I'm gonna go ahead and consider this one done. So this one will be my third thing that I have finished up for this month. And on to project pan A to Z, and I chose the Jordana Made to Last eye pencil, and this was in Continuous Almond. I actually focused on this a lot this month, and I will show you the progress of that. and it is right here. This was last month, and this is this month right there. So I've got a big dip going on that one, or no, progress going on that one. Next is Birthstone Beauty, and this I chose the Becca Moonstone highlighter. Now for this, I do not want to use this up. There's no way I'll be able to use this all up, just because it was fairly new whenever I first started using it. I've only used it like a handful of times. But anyways, I want to hit pan in this, but not just a little bit of pan. I want to make pan that is big enough to fit like a Lorac lip gloss into it, or just like a lip gloss bottom into it. That's what I want to hit, not just a little bit of pan. And this is where I'm at right now. I've been focusing it in the middle right there. So yeah. On to the next thing is Budget Beauty, and I chose the e.l.f. Pressed Mineral Bronzer in Tan Toffee. Now this one looks a little bit weird just because whenever I first received it in the mail, it came shattered, so I had to press it, and I'm pretty sure that's why it's going faster than it should. So yeah, I have hit pan in this one. This is the bronzer that I have focused on all month. Last month I focused on the Chocolate Soleil, so I mainly focused on this one this month. And as you can tell, it has like pan in like all sorts of areas. It's just, yeah, it looks weird, but yeah, it's going quite fast. Next is Cupid's Bow, and I chose the Body Crop Liquid Matte Lipstick, and this is in Date Night. And last month I couldn't see where it was at, but this month I did see it. I put a light in it, and this is where it says I am at right here. And I want to use all of this up. On to Destination Pan, and I chose the Your Mineral Sweeten. This thing, you guys, it's going so slow. So here was this right here, the first line, as you can tell, this was the intro. There was no progress for the first update, and then this is the second update right there. And I use this all the time for underneath my eyes, and it just now starting to show progress in that. The Disney animated films, I chose the Bath & Body Works Winter Candy Apple, and this is where I'm at right here. I was right there, and now I am right there. Next is Disney Princesses, and I chose the Nars Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in Cruella. And that's what it looks like. And I haven't used this but a couple times this month, so there's not too much progress in it. It's right there. So this is where I'm at now. That's where I was at last month. Next is Drop 10 Before Summer, and the thing that I chose for that is the Brow Gal highlighter in Nude, and that's what this looks like. It's a double-ended, so this is the nude part. I didn't focus on this one as much because I was focusing more on this. I wasn't doing as much. Like, I used this right here. I used them as a pair when I used gold eye looks, because this part right here is gold, and I just used that one with it. But since I didn't do so much gold eye looks this month, I used the other one more, and I am right there. Whereas last month I used this one a lot more, as you can tell with the progress. And on to Everyday is a Holiday, and for that I chose the Urban Decay Primer Potion. And this was last month, I think, and then this is this month. Yeah, because it was completely full whenever I first put this in because it was brand new. And this one was last month, and this one's this month, right there. Next is Fall For You, and I chose the Cody Airspun Loose Face Powder. This one, again, the same as the Your Mineral Sweeten. Didn't have any progress last month, even though I used it every day for the face. And for this month, there's actually progress because I guess that's 2 months work of right there. So I am right there. So that was at intro, and this is where I'm at right now on update 2. Next is Fire and Ice, and I chose the Milani Lipliner in Bordeaux, and it is just a red shade, a deep red shade. And I used this with the Cruella Nars pencil. So this again didn't get enough love just because I didn't wear red as much this month. And I am right there with that. On to Golden Girls, and for that I chose the Soap & Glory A Great Kisser lip balm right here. I have a trouble of remembering to use lip balm, but I think I did pretty good this month with it because I used it quite a bit. Now, I can easily hit pan on it, easily, and I think you can slightly see the pan underneath the gloss, but I want to try and use it as a whole instead of just hitting pan and working out, just because I think that will, I don't know, I just like doing it this way more. Anyways, on to Harry Potter, and I chose the Brow Gal, which is the other end, in gold. And that's what that one looks like. Again, I didn't use this as much this month, so it's not going to have too much progress. And that is it right here. And on to Heavy Metal. Okay, so this is the problem that I was having with this. Okay, I chose the Ammo palette, and in here I chose a eyeshadow that I thought said copper. It does not. It says chopper. But anyways, I'm going to keep it in here just because metal and it's a gold shade, so we're just going to keep it like that, okay? So it's not because of the name, it's because of the color. And that is where I'm at. This was brand new whenever I started, and I've used this quite a bit, and there's a small dip going, but it's probably going to take me forever to use that up, and I want to use all of that up. And this is where I added in Sin just because, you know, this is in the same palette, so it'll make it a lot easier for me to keep track of. And as well with these two shades, I do not want to finish them up. I only want to hit pan in these as well. So that is the things that I'm going to be changing in this project pan. Next is the Justice League, and I chose the Tarte Sex Kitten eyeliner. And I use this every time I do makeup, except for today because I did no eyeshadow today. But normally I do eyeshadow, at least some kind of eyeshadow, and I use it every day. And I am right here, and it's just steady progress. Not a lot of progress, but it's steady. On to lip service, and I chose Milani lip liner in all natural. And this is what it looks like. And I've made a little bit of progress in this one. And I usually wear this lip liner with the lip gloss that's in here, and I'll show you that in a minute. And this is steady progress as well. And that's where I'm at right there. And next on to Marvel Avengers. And I chose the Jonte Blue lip liner in Brown Sugar. And I use this with the Body Crop liquid lipstick. So every time I use that, I'll use that. And I am right here. This is not as much progress, but it's still steady progress. On to the Mean Girl quotes. And I chose the Milani lip liner, another lip liner, and Pretty Pink. I really don't like pink lipsticks, so this is like a little bit out of my comfort zone. I was pairing it actually with the Tarte Flashy, but now I can't do that, so I do use it with the lip gloss as well if I want a more pink like look, or if I want a more nude. It just depends. I'll wear both of these with that lip gloss. So this is where I'm at with that. And I have actually really good progress on this, more than I thought I would, because I don't really like pink like I said. And this is where I'm at. On to Movie Madness, and I chose the Lorac Lip Cream in Enchanted. And this is what I was talking about, what I used with those two lip liners. And I was right there last month, and I'm right here for this month. Panning Games, and I chose the Avonay Hungry Hair Oil Treatment. I don't have as much progress as I did last month, because last month this was brand new and I went right here. I'm only right here this month, so not nearly as much progress as I had last month. Now the next one I didn't use at all, and if I did, I only used it like once or twice, so you're not going to definitely see no progress in this one. And this is for Peeping Pan. And for this, I don't want to use up all of it. I just want to hit pan. I mean, I will probably continue using it to see if I can use it all up, but for this project, I only want to hit pan in it. And it is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. And again, there is no progress at all just because I was focusing on the other bronzer, whereas last month I focused on this bronzer. So I'm just, you know, changing them out. So probably this one coming up, I'll focus on this bronzer. Okay, next is Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, and I chose the Trazique Aspen Pine Mini Crayon. And this one I told you last month actually had broke off like a little bit, and I had like tried to press it back in. Well, it didn't work out, so it just fell off again, so I had to just throw it away. But that's how much I have left. So you'll see it's a big, huge jump in the progress. But like I said, that thing had fallen off and I was not going to worry about repressing it again. And this is like a slower progress here. Just because I don't use it every day. I only use it like a handful of times, maybe. Okay, that one we already did. Now the next one is The Skin Is In. And I chose the Glam Glow Gentle Bubble Daily Cleanser from what? Oh my gosh, Glam Glow. Oh my god, sorry about that. And I have steady progress on this as well. This is where I was at, and I am right there. And there's only one thing that I'm going to continue like pulling in every month, and this is it right here. And this one's Throwing Shade. So I actually do have a Throwing Shade project pan, and this is also one of the project pans that are in this project pan. So I chose for last month this one right here, and this is the Urban Decay and Kristen Leanne Kaleidoscope Dream Palette. I love this thing. I love it so much. I use it all the time. Love it. But anyways, yeah, that's what it looks like. And this one I will have to roll in another shade or another palette for this, just because this one right here you have to use. What I'm doing is I was gonna take 4 months and choose one palette per month, and then that 4th month I would use all 3 of them together, but I really don't want to. I think I'm just gonna take 3 palettes, and then I will show you a look that I made with all 4 of them in that 3rd month. So that way I can do more palettes. So yeah, I'm gonna choose one more palette to finish off the 3 months, and then I'll show you a look next month that I use with all of the palettes. And the first one actually I had was the Anastasia Prism palette. So this was the second one, and I'm gonna choose another one after everything's done. Actually, I think, yeah, everything's done, because the last one was the Turn and Burn, and I've already finished it and I already showed you. I have my notebook with all my eyeshadow palettes in it, and I'm going to go ahead and randomly choose one. So I have 166 eyeshadow palettes, and I'm going to use this pretty random app. I don't even know if you'll be able to see, but I'm just going to go ahead and choose one right now. Did it choose a number? Let's see what number that is. 26. All right, the palette that I chose is the Too Faced Natural Matte, and this is what it looks like. I've had this in my collection for a couple of years and only use it twice, I think, if that. So yeah, I'll be excited to get this out and use some of these shades, because I really enjoyed this whenever I did use it back then, so hopefully I still enjoy it now. Alright, and that is everything. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and until next time, thank you. Bye.